What's up guys, welcome to Munchkins Gaming, where we take your gaming to the next level. This is Munchkins logging in to bring you another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video. And welcome to another Should You Pull video, where I give you my opinions on the upcoming banners coming to Dissidia Opera Omnia. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the Phoenix event banners. There are two triple EX banners. One includes Barret, Rosa, and Agrias, and the other one has Noctis, Sophie, and Lise. Just a quick note though, I will only be covering Sophie's slight rework and her EX and EX Plus in this video. I will not be covering Noctis's EX Plus anymore, as it has been out for a little while. But before we do start, like and subscribe if you do enjoy the content that I make on this channel. I really do appreciate it, and it does really help my channel to grow, guys, and I thank you very much if you do. Now without further ado, let's start this video. Now let's start this off with Sophie's rework. As I said, she does get a slight rework for her troubles, not a completely insane rework, as she is still okay even now. So the first one is going to be on her C54 passive buff attack boost all, which basically in the old one it only slightly raises the party's max brave and attack. This time around it will slightly still raise the party's max brave, however it will now moderately raise the party's attack as well while they are buffed. The next change that I saw is going to be not on her ability 1 but on her ability 2 wall extend. Now basically there is just slight improvements to the buff duration for wall and the initial brave up and the max brave up she gets. Other than that, everything else still stays the same. Now let's take a look at her EX weapon called Crescent Wish. This will give her the EX ability Aura, which grants the Aura buff to the entire party for 3 turns. This will raise the party's brave based on the max brave and will have no action delay. This will not increase the turn count as well, however will still decrease the friend support and summon action count. Now Aura grants a brave regen and raises the EX recast speed for that particular character. This will have a normal recast speed, and at 1 out of 3 just will increase the brave gain based on her max brave, and at 2 out of 3 increases the recast speed of Aura, and at 3 out of 3 will grant her the plus variant for her HP attack. Now if you do decide to realize this weapon at 0 out of 3, this will slightly increase the brave gain once again based on her max brave, and the gain brave can overflow up to 120% of her max brave. And at 1 out of 3, when the quest starts, she will have the aura buff for the entire party for 3 turns and will greatly raise her attack. At 2 out of 3, the aura buff will gain a new little buff on it. It basically will slightly restore the party's HP now as well. And finally at 3 out of 3, the aura buff gains another effect. This basically raises the max brave overflow limit for stolen braves and gain brave whenever this is applied on the character. And this will also gain access, she will also gain access, I should say, with the ++ variant for her HP attack, which raises her brave based on the max brave before her HP attack and can overflow up to 120% of her max brave. Now the bonus sphere for this one is HP heal base boost all short. When own HP is restored, this will raise the party's initial brave and max brave by 5% for 3 turns. Now, after hearing all this information regarding her rework and of course her EX Plus, how much should you be investing on Sophie in terms of your ingots? Now, I honestly feel that at 1 out of 3 is good enough for Sophie. This is the time where she gets the aura buff for the entire party, basically at the start of the quest, and basically this is the most important part of her kit, basically increasing the recast speed of everyone's EX. Now the other ones are just extras that, you know, it's nice, but also you don't really need it that much, especially the 2 out of 3, which only slightly restores the party's HP. I mean, it's nice because Sophie doesn't really have much healing apart from her ability 1, so having extra healing is nice, and this will have a quite fast. I do believe a slightly fast recast speed or fast recast speed. I'm not entirely sure which one's the lower bracket of that at the moment. I'm having a mental blank. But 2 out of 3 is not completely necessary, but if you do like Sophie a lot, going 3 out of 3 for her is actually not a bad idea, because you will get more max brave overflow for stolen braves and brave gain for the entire party as long as they have the aura buff. And having access to the ++ variant for an HP attack is really going to help with her longevity as well, which is one of her problems. Because while she does have access to a fast recast speed of her EX, she doesn't really have a lot of ability counts, and you know, that's why she has that C65X additional ability where she can actually gain more additional counts to her abilities basically. So I mean, it's nice to actually have a ++ variant of HP attack. Maybe you can use that every now and again, just to save a little bit of your abilities, especially if you're rocking with another support character, and will probably, you know, max out Sophie's Brave, and therefore you don't really want to use your ability 1 or ability 2 because you're just like losing Brave that way. Anyway, for the closest comparison, there are 2 candidates for me. One is Aerith and the other one is Lena. Aerith, I feel like Sophie is like Aerith because of the ability 1, where it's just a straight up big heal for the entire party, whereas for Sophie, I guess she does a little bit of HP damage. It's a little bit more comparable to Lilith's ability 1. Lilith 1 is kind of like a self-heal for herself, but she does give Brave Battery to the entire party. So I guess you can add Lilith here as well. But the reason why I put Aerith more is because they're both like main healers. And for Aerith, her EX ability actually gives, like, you know, more max brave overflow, whereas for Sophie it does that as well once you get to 3-3. So it's a little bit more comparable there. And of course the wall buff is just like Windrake's buff, but a little bit on the lower scale. I do believe for Sophie it is just like reducing the chance of getting debuff, whereas for Lena it is a complete shutout of any debuff. So to me, a little bit more comparable there. You can probably add Lilith as well for ability 1 if you really want to compare it that way, but to me these 2 are probably the closest comparison I can make. Alright guys, we're finally at the end of the video. The final question is, should you pull? Now, in my honest opinion, I would wait for Leo before pulling on this banner, or any of these banners, to be completely honest with you guys. So those 2 banners are really good because all of them are all realizable. So you can, if you are lacking on the character roster department, then this is a very good chance for you to fill in those roster spots. You need a range, there's Barret, there's Noctis there as well. You need support, then you have Sophie, you have Rosa. You need melee, you got Lise, and you know, it's basically a banner for everyone. You do get something out of it. So in saying that, I still feel like you should wait for Leo's banner and see how you go there. Like, this banner will still be up during the time Leo's banner comes up, so I would wait a little bit. If you like any of these characters, like any of the 6 characters, I would wait and see how you do on the Leo banner, because you really want General Leo, and you really want, well, you may kind of want Galuf as well on that banner. And if you're lucky enough on that banner, you can come back here and fill in those spots or holes in your roster. So for now, I suggest, if you really can't wait, try and just use tickets for this one. And if you do get lucky with General Leo, you can come back and maybe use some gems if you really like any of these characters. And yeah, that's just my suggestion to you guys. Anyway, I'll end the video right here, guys. Please do remember to click like and subscribe if you haven't already. It does help my channel to grow, and of course, you know, it helps with the YouTube algorithm, and I really do appreciate all the support you guys give me. And make sure to follow me on Twitter and on Facebook as well at Munchkins Gaming. You can message me there if you do have any questions. I will try to answer you as quick as I can. And of course, leave down in the comments below, what are your plans for this banner? Are you going to be waiting for General Leo's banner before you actually come back here, or you're just gonna straight up pull on this banner because there's someone you really like? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, as for me, I don't really need any one of these like characters. I probably would like to have Lisa's EX since she's a Final Fantasy XIV character. I really like Lise as a character. I haven't gotten Barrett's EX as well, so yeah. I mean, there's a free multi here, I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below, but I do feel like if I remember correctly, it still extends to the Spring Festival event, so we do get some free pools, so you might get lucky there. You never know. And I also forgot, Agrias is still in this banner, so she was one of the melee. I kind of blanked out and couldn't remember who it was earlier on, but yeah, Agrias is in this banner. She's really good as well as a melee DPS / support. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. This is Munchkins logging off, and I'll see you guys in the next level.